So we are here in the beautiful city of Kobe in Japan at the ACI-APAC Regional Assembly, and I'm joined here by Gloria Guevara Manzo, who is Chief Special Advisor at the Ministry of Tourism of Saudi Arabia. So Gloria, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
My first question for you is, the Kingdom of Saudi was actually closed to tourists until 2019, and then of course the pandemic hit. Has the reopening and the restart been challenging?
Actually, as the kingdom opened in 2019, as you mentioned, announcing visas for nationals from 49 countries, in 2019 we broke a record. Then COVID came, of course, but in 2020, Saudi was the chair of the G20, and working with the private sector helped us to define some protocols and align the public and the private sector in order to understand what was needed for the recovery. At the same time, Saudi did a fantastic job with the testing, the vaccination, and the use of technologies with an app called Wakana that we were having. So Saudi opened before a lot of countries in Asia. We opened in 2021. And that was fascinating because we have seen a growth since then. We didn't see the challenges that you find in other parts of the world because of a very effective testing, vaccination, and public health protocols hand in hand with the Minister of Tourism.
Now, the ministry is working on transforming Saudi and also aviation. So, can you just tell me a little bit specifically about the aviation vision?
Yes, the country has the vision, the leadership, and the resources. It's investing $1 trillion for 2030 in different projects. Half of that is NEOM, but the other half is going to different things, from the giga projects, infrastructure, and of course travel and tourism. As you're aware, a new airline was announced, Riyadh Airline, that is hoping, or was announced that it will be flying to more than 100 destinations by 2030. A new airport also was announced. We have a fantastic airport in Riyadh, but we are going to have a new airport that is going to be managing also 125 million passengers by 2030, hoping to grow also 185 by 2050, I believe. So a lot of connectivity is going to be coming to Saudi, and as we're also building 600,000 rooms, hotel rooms, developing fantastic giga projects, and of course investing in current destinations such as Riyadh, Jeddah, secondary cities, and heritage destinations as well.
Now let's touch upon the airports that you mentioned. It might be the largest airport in the world. Now you mentioned the numbers there and the expected growth, but how can an airport grow sustainably, and what is the role that the airport will play in sustainable tourism?
Sustainable is key, and airports have a very unique position to help us to achieve the climate neutral or net zero goals. Why is that? Because today there are airports around the world that have done it. We need to learn from each other. Unfortunately, before they were seeing this by convenience or as competitive advantage. Some airports moved to renewable energy because it was cheaper. And at the end of the day, it's not only cheaper, they can reduce costs. It's the same not only with renewable energy, but also food waste. If they reduce food waste, they reduce costs. If they reduce plastic, it's good also for climate and the environment. So if they work in an agenda that is more sustainable, they can reduce costs, be more sustainable, and allow this sustainable growth. But it's crucial to share knowledge and to share best practices so that we all can move in the same direction. Yes, there are some challenges in aviation, there are some challenges with technology, and we are working on that, but I think that airports are uniquely positioned and they can help us to accelerate that, as well as when they work with the SMEs. There are millions of SMEs that serve the airports today or provide different services. If we can help those SMEs as well, I think that they can also make a significant impact.
Now you mentioned NEOM, a very interesting project, and you said it's set to receive half of that $1 trillion. Can you just give us a brief overview of that project and what it means for Saudi?
The project is fascinating because the project, what happened, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman brought the best experts from all over the world to design something that it was from zero, but it was based on the citizen. um, the view or the vision is that an individual living in Neom is going to be able to walk and move with a maximum 20 minutes of commute, which is unbelievable. That doesn't happen in any big city around the world. So imagine the brightest minds of the world design this city, which is the line that is being built as we speak, and is going to be full of innovation, creativity, but very sustainable from day one. It's going to be very impressive. And at the same time, we have the Octagon, which is going to be serving the line. And then, of course, Trojana, who's going to be hosting the Asia Olympics, by the way, the Winter Olympics in 2027. Now, what's very nice also about that region is that 95% is going to be reserved. So we're going to be protecting our nature and environment. But as I said, everything that is going to be built and is being built is very visionary and is sustainable from day one.
Gloria, that was my final question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.